It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A man is fighting for life after a bad crash at Raymond Terrace last night. A white Toyota Camry slammed into a pole in Parkway Avenue at about midnight, injuring two men aged 53 and 25, a 24-year-old woman and a 14-year-old boy. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says the older man was a front seat passenger in the car.
The most seriously injured is a 53-year-old man, and he's reported to be in a critical condition. While in hospital, the driver will undergo mandatory testing. Crash investigators are continuing their inquiries into the events leading up to the crash and appeal to anyone who might have witnessed it to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.
A man's been charged with stealing 300 kilograms of copper wire from a Newcastle mine he works for. The 38-year-old is accused of taking the wire, valued at $3,500, from the Black Hill mine sometime last weekend. He's due to face Belmont Local Court on March 25. Hunter hospitals are in the spotlight, with the state opposition taking aim at the government's current approach to education and healthcare. Labor has promised to put more funding into schools and education, including $1.7 billion to build and improve hospital infrastructure. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says abolishing the chemotherapy co-payment would also make a huge difference to Hunter families.
Julian Skinner, the Minister for Health, has refused to make that commitment, and I think that it's a commitment Labor has made wisely. Should we be elected? Should we not be elected? Geez, I would like to see the Liberal government make that same commitment, because it's been a big impost for people who are sick in the first place, who may not be able to afford these extra co-payments.
1 in 5 workers at Newcastle shipbuilder Forjax have lost their jobs. More than 100 positions have been cut due to a lack of work, while the company has told the Herald the entire workforce of about 600 is under threat unless it finds new contracts this year. Forjax had to withdraw from the race to build 6 new Sydney ferries because it couldn't find a partner to undertake the design work. New technology tested by Hunter researchers has found early warning signals for breast cancer in women at risk. A new magnetic resonance spectroscopy scanning system may reduce or delay the need for women to have preventative mastectomies. Surgeon at the Translational Research Institute, Peter Malagar, says a woman can now be given the option of whether to go through surgery or monitor her health in a more time-efficient manner.
If we find someone has a gene, it's then up to the woman to decide what she will or will not have. One of the options, and many of the younger women will take this option, of having the Jolie-type procedure done. Some won't, but it would give us a chance of following them as well.
And New South Wales Treasurer Andrew Constance will visit Newcastle today to announce funding to fix mine subsidence problems in the CBD. It's been described as Newcastle's unique problem child, with old mine workings preventing the development of new office space in the city. The state government has set aside $17 million from the Hunter Infrastructure and Investment Fund to fill the old mine workings with grout. Now with sport, Belinda Delaceres.
The Newcastle Jets' quest for a second win this season continues ahead of Friday night's clash with Sydney. The boys will be looking to step up their defensive game fresh off the return of Ben Kantarovski and midfielder Andrew Hull from suspension. Kantarovski says they'll need to stay competitive at the front.
They've got a tremendous forward line and a threat going forwards. We're going to have to be very switched on, maybe limit their options going forward and just make sure they can't get us on that break.
Northern New South Wales football is set to re-evaluate its policy on playing matches in hot conditions at Spears Point, following coaches' concerns about heat retention in its new synthetic pitches. It comes after Sunday's game between Charlestown and Adamstown had to be abandoned on the back of extreme heat. The current heat policy calls for a stop to play if temperatures reach 33 or a 30-degree wet bulb reading is registered. And Knights captain Kurt Gidley will head an 18-man side for Saturday's season opener against the Warriors, with Joey Leilua and Dane Gagai at centre. That's sport. I'm Belinda Delaceres.
2 in your RFM News Time, 26 to 9.